like, come on, dude, you cannot do this to me right now.
Peer pressure. Start working, bitch.
I don't know what was wrong with it, because I walked in and it was just flashing, and maybe it's just having a bad day. Christian cursed it with his own bad Wi-Fi. Anyway. Yes.
This meme was literally just Cassius in the last session. Come on, let's fight the demon. Money.
Oh, we got meme chat.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you disappear, we went, it's meme time.
The dog, unnamed crow, unnamed angel. When your party starts winning, so you cast invisibility, defeated male leaves. When you can't find the invisible. The little guy previous. Oh, these are good. I received 10 gold, 1 platinum. You receive an ally. The party. And what made you take this quest? Hello, I make money. Oh, these are top tier memes, dude.
Where's our money?
Okay.
So, speaking of our money.
Now that you guys are... Everybody's back. We're all good. I can't fix the fucking... I'm so sad, I'm having a bad day. It's going really... Oh, I'm gonna shoot myself. Alright.
Well, that's a bit fun.
No, it's fine. There we go, I fixed it. Everything's fine, I'm mentally stable. Now, as you guys kind of finish up, you see the 2 guards that I showed you before, in the dice roll chat. They just kind of shift and look over. Don't seem all too bothered that the person they've been serving is dead.
Episode 2.5.
Just don't worry about episode 2.5. The internet didn't die. They kind of glance between you both and see the woman standing between you and just kind of go, so we just all clean then.
Are you going to continue being bandits?
Easy way to get money. Can't really get job elsewhere.
You can go clean. What are you good at?
The guy with the bow is like, hunting.
So why don't you become a hunter? I'm sure there's a hunting guild or something.
Yeah, it ain't real easy to get in, is it?
Well, if you're a good hunter, you should be able to get in.
He just kind of glares you down. It's like, you know, some people got to do drastic measures for shit, man.
Just do you have any skills that you can use to make profit besides stealing?
They kind of look at Revia if he was going to say something.
I was going to say, just go.
They give Revia a nod and start walking off.
That doesn't really rehabilitate them, you know.
We're not here to rehabilitate. That wasn't our job.
Technically, you're right.
They have to make their own decisions, and they will be judged for it in time to come.
That's very ominous. I like it.
But it's also how you make allies, because what if one of them were to go on and become, I don't know, a city guard somewhere else? We would be the one that made them improve their lives, and when they see us, they would help us.
Maybe in the future, if we meet. Maybe in the future, if they join a different band, they will spare us if we get captured.
Yeah, those idiots aren't getting in anywhere, let's be honest. She just kind of like chuckles to herself.
Very good.
Just networking, you know, business and stuff.
And she kind of looks you up and down and is like, honestly, with that suit and tie, you look like a businessman. You gonna check the extended warranty on my house or something?
No, that would be a real estate agent. I run businesses. That's a completely different ballgame. I have a person that does that for me.
This guy's a stuck-up twat.
Stuck? I'm probably the most fun one here. That one's going to a bath.
That sounds fun.
Because the person that you're not paying attention. Oh, do you know what? Never mind.
She gives a short laugh and then kind of looks at the rest as Kai steps over. He's like, well, deal's a deal. How much money did you take off the body?
I took none.
Alright. Anyone else?
I took 6.
Shadow looks at Cassius. How much money did you take?
Shouldn't we give that back to the town?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll pay you less if you've taken money, but I'll still give you 20, because whatever money he's got isn't his.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just give me 14 then.
Kind of shifts into
Unless
his
it's
bag
easier to... No, never mind, just 14.
It's easy either way. He reaches into his bag and kind of shifts into a compartment, pulls out 2 platinum pieces and hands them to Arithia, a platinum piece and 4 gold for the rest of you. Cool, that should settle that then.
Pleasure doing business with you.
He nods softly and looks at Cole, who's still got the bag of gold. Am I alright to have that back, by the way?
Oh, yeah, this is yours. I had in the bag.
Thanks. Anyone need anything off that body, or I'm gonna go burn it?
I've taken all I want.
Yeah, I'd burn it.
I might have another look at the badges.
The badges, alright.
But then realise there's nothing I can really do about it.
Yeah, most of them are kind of melted down a little, so yeah, they're not really fully salvageable. There's a few that are quite nice and salvageable. More of the what do I say? The higher level guild badges he didn't mess up too much because he wanted them to be recognisable. Kai gives a quick look over the body. He's like, oh, right, yeah. And he kind of shifts around looking at the person's body before pulling out an amulet, which seems to be taken, which was melted a little bit to the body. Kind of stuffs it into his pocket. Cool. Time to burn that.
Oh, wait. Can I see that amulet?
Yeah, if you really want. It belongs to someone in the town. He passes it over and it seems to be a kind of bluish gemstone surrounded by handmade... It's a handmade jewel, so someone's got a piece of metal and wrapped it around to hold it all into place with a nice chain.
Can I see that, please?
Very nice. I'll hand it over.
Yeah, he's fine for people to look at it.
Do I recognize this? The description of it?
You recognise the description, yeah.
Do I recognise it?
You do not. It just looks like a kind of family heirloom.
I know who owns this. I can return it to them.
Oh, don't worry. I know too. I'll return it to them.
I personally said I would return it to them.
Oh, so did I. I insist. He kind of sees you. He goes to grab your hand to stop you doing it.
Who does it belong to?
Why don't you both go?
Yeah, why don't we both go? Just hand it over. I picked it up.
That's very suspicious of you both. What if you both hold it?
That'd be holding hands. I'm not into that, so can I have it, please? You can't holding your wrist.
Now hold on a second. I'm gonna go over and have a look. Do I recognise what it is?
No, you don't.
I have a look at it and go, couldn't give a fuck then.
Right, he's gonna go to...
I will ask you to remove your hand, please, before this escalates.
Oh, don't worry. I've already said I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna give it back. He's gonna take it. Unless if you can beat it 23.
I'm not.
Yeah, unless if you can beat it 23, he's gone too.
What is my strength?
He presses kind of a pressure point to get you to release it and pulls it back and takes a step back. Good, let's get going then.
I'm gonna summon my called my spirit weapon.
Okay.
Flames in my hand, and I'm going to hold it out to him and say, please give that back.
I'm going to just sit down and watch.
It's
Yeah.
entirely necessary.
I want to sit down with Arithia.
What if this dude's holding it now? What if you just constantly walk together so that neither of you run off with it?
I'm just
Do you have
gonna
any
give it back to
snacks,
the rightful
Cole?
owner.
Because if you both
That's exactly
believe
what
you're
I'm
doing
gonna do.
that, then why does it matter who's holding it?
Because I told them myself last night that I would hand it over to them, and I'm not going to let this man do it.
Oh, this is funny.
Why does it matter?
Because it matters to me personally. Now hand it over unless you want to fight over giving something back to the original owner.
You're the one who pulled out the sword, man. You're the violent one.
You did kind of rip it from them.
So we have no problem then, and hand it over.
I picked it
I'm
up.
going to hold my hand out.
Finders keepers.
So you want to fight over it then?
You want to fight over it. I want to give it back.
So then
and
hand
get
it over.
home.
I want to give it back myself. Do you have any problem with that?
He's gonna slowly reach down into his pocket to put it in, and then go, oh, alright, you know what? And he's gonna lift his hand up in a fist and throw it sideways off to the side. Please roll a perception check. Or are you just going straight for it? I'm just gonna whisper. I'm not confident in this man being arty. Are you going straight for it, or?
I'm going to roll perception.
Yeah, it seems like he's tossed it to the side as a kind of chain. As he tosses it to the side and he steps aside, he's like, go on then. Go pick it up if you really care.
I'm going to try and pick it up with my sword.
Alright. He's going to wink at the others and start flying off. So as you go to pick it up with your sword, you lift it up at the ground and just see that it's just the chain. He's clicked off the thing in his pocket. The main amulet
Fly
piece.
after him.
Alright.
Should we walk back to town?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll walk back to town and wait for Cassius to meet up with us.
Yeah. Can we stop off along the way and see if there's any berries? Just for a snack.
Yeah, we can
Do you know the
forage.
difference
Have a little
between
pick.
poisonous and normal berries? I don't.
We can give it a little go. What's the worst that can happen?
Death?
I can fix that.
Well, thickness is very up there as well.
Thickness.
Come on. Between us, we should be able to tell whether or not the berry's poisonous.
Yeah, after you get ill with it.
Have you never been out in the wild before?
No.
No.
Aw.
Can we find any berries on the way
Go
back?
ahead and roll me a nature check, all three of you.
Is it not survival?
Oh yeah, survival, yeah.
Okay, that's good, because that is significantly better for me.
15.
Whichever one you prefer. Okay.
Bye.
So, Riviere and Sky are kind of like, Sky doesn't really live in the forest much, so she's kind of looking in the wrong places for berries, kind of like checking trees and stuff like that. Riviere's like looking between all the wrong bushes, and Cole, you kind of step around, you're kind of seeing where everyone else is looking, and eventually find some like wild raspberry bushes and some strawberries on the floor, as well as some questionable red berries in the same place.
I'm going to look back and go, guys, I found strawberries and raspberries.
Lovely.
And questionable red berries.
I'm not telling them about that.
Alright, so as you guys kind of step around, you can see the low-growing strawberry plants, the kind of higher-up raspberry plants, and then next to the raspberry plants are kind of these almost small reddish berries that grow in large bunches on a kind of flat-leafed bush.
So that's where you look.
I'm going to snack on some strawberries and raspberries, and I want to avoid the mysterious berries.
I am going to do the same, except I'm going to ask, what's up with those?
Don't know.
Don't know
I'm going to go for the strawberries though.
Wild strawberries are a lot smaller but sweeter. They almost taste like pure sugar on the inside because the cells are quite close together. But they're just really nice, really sweet, wonderful. Wild raspberries are actually bigger, and you taste a bit more like almost watermelon in the kind of flavour. It's quite watered down. There's not a lot of bright raspberry flavour other than the smaller ones you guys can find.
Why are wild strawberries sweeter and smaller?
It's an interesting fact, actually. I'll show you a wild strawberry plant. I have one at home. They're very, very cool. It's because they don't grow as big, so they don't get a lot more water in it, so all of the sugar's like focused. Strawberries. Yeah, they're like really tiny strawberries. They're really cool. Here you go. We get a little nature lesson, guys. There you go.
Oh.
So they grow in really large bunches as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, very sweet, very cool. Nice large bunches of wild strawberries. A message from Don. Alright, so you guys, after having your nice berry snack, you hear yelling above in the air that's kind of muffled as the other two fly back. And you guys eventually follow back. What's your walking speed? It's 30.
30 feet?
Yeah, I'm 30 feet.
Okay, so Cassius, what's your flying speed?
30 feet.
Okay, he's got 50. He will get ahead.
Yeah, but we also stopped for berries.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and move to Cassius then. You guys can come in about a minute or two later. Because you weren't...
Get a firebolt at him.
Yeah, if you want, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he's already paid us.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
11 doesn't hit. You guys see a flash of light and fire. This guy kind
He's
of looks
very
around
insistent on handing that back himself.
Alright, so...
Do either of you two have any investments in this above us? Or not really?
No.
Prefer he was alive, but I have confidence that he will not die.
Yeah. I think it'd be far more embarrassing to throw him into the village well or something.
Alright. So as he... what's your range on Firebolt?
20.
We can check.
100. It's 120 feet.
Okay. Yeah, so 120 feet. So he got 50 feet ahead of you and pulls away by 20 feet every turn. Can somebody help you do the maths of how many turns that is until he's...
you get... So, I think you get 7 shots.
Yeah, you got 7 shots.
Before he's too far. And you've already done 1, so you get 6 more.
So 50 feet, 20 feet he's done 1. That's 70.
Is he gonna stop after I shoot a fireball at him?
He's got 3 more. Because he pulls by 20 feet every time. You got 3 more
Is
shots.
he gonna stop after? Is he gonna stop after I?
You don't know.
No. Oh wait, is he already a distance away?
He's already 50 feet away, yeah. Because he went ahead when
I didn't realise he'd already moved.
Yeah, he threw the amulet to the side.
Am I shooting another one now?
Yeah, if you want to, you don't have to, but you've got 3 turns until he's out of fireball range. Which is my...
I thought we said I had 6 of them.
No, we did the math wrong. It's 4 because he's already...
Yeah, I did it wrong. I didn't realise he'd already escaped from you a little bit further.
Is he stopping as these 3 fireballs are flying at him?
Absolutely not.
Well, you've missed all of them. So.
If anything, it's making him laugh.
Okay, I'm gonna yell something at him.
Okay. Just gonna yell slurs.
And we hear him down below just sort of screaming while we're just wandering along at a comfortable pace.
I would have said
Spots of fire going past.
How loud are you yelling, Cassius? Considering he's a good
Not loud.
80 foot
Well,
away.
loud enough for him to hear.
Okay.
Probably.
You guys hear muffled yells, but you can't really make out any words.
Well, I hope that's all going okay.
It's just yells from Cassius.
As long as we don't get involved in all this, we'll be fine.
Oh god. Alright. So you guys continue wander back. Cassius, you're going to land down. He's going to land down at the inn first and kind of rush inside. 120 feet away from you. So how many is that? 30 feet. So 4 turns. Okay. The 4 turns have passed in my mind now. You land down outside of the inn.
I'm gonna go after him.
Alright. As you kind of step inside, you see him standing up at the bar, kind of leaning over on his, he's got his elbow up and leaning down on his hand, kind of smiling at Ava as he holds up the amulet in front of her.
Yep.
Would you like to say anything?
I'm gonna walk over next to him and go, yeah, this idiot couldn't get it without our help, so... And he flew off with it at first, so I'm glad he actually brought it back here. I thought he wasn't going to.
Says the man who couldn't hit a firebolt.
Would you like to see my tip of my sword through your neck?
Oh, you don't want to displease the lady. Bit violent. I don't think I'd trust you with her.
Where are we at this point?
So you guys got maybe another minute because they were flying speed and
we're eating berries.
yeah. Cassius?
I'm going to ask you to leave this establishment and please leave her amulet with her.
Well, of course I'm going to give her the thing, but I'm not going to leave. I live in this town, you don't.
Then I'm going to ask you to step out with me.
Fine. Kind of turns to Ava and blows her a little kiss and gives her the amulet and then steps over towards the door.
I'm going to walk out with him.
Alright, he's going to step outside. You guys are now entering the village and see these two stepping outside. So you're like
I think they've
100
made up.
feet away.
You think they've made up?
They've made it. Yeah, look
That's
at
good
them.
to hear.
Cassius, what was
And
your
any second now, they'll hug it out.
Cassius?
So do you want to fight or do you want to back off?
Back off what?
Back off my girl.
Guys, this doesn't sound very friendly.
Maybe I miscalculated.
You might have.
Look, man. Why are you? Adventurer? You know, you're gonna move on. She stays here. You're not gonna get to do anything. Why don't you just run along?
Why don't you back off, never come to this establishment again, or else I'm going to have to teach you to never come around here again.
I don't think you want to start a fight with me.
No,
I think you did it yourself.
He's gonna throw a punch.
Oh god.
I'm chilling.
19.
That hits.
Yes, advanced unarmed strike.
Just 1+ strength unless he's got.
No, because he's got claws.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oof.
That's a D4 then.
And he's got a level in that, so 2d4 plus 2, 6 damage. Right, clocks him right in the face.
I'm gonna come back with burning hand.
Okay.
You gonna light him on fire?
Yeah. He wants to fight.
Go ahead.
Can I go into the bar and just sort of sit down?
Yeah. There's a window so you can see what's going on.
I'm gonna do the same.
Alright.
Yeah, I will as well.
Ava kind of noticed you guys entering. You shut the door right as the flames go out.
I think they're fighting over you.
She kind of glances. She's like, they're what?
They're fighting over you.
She seems like genuinely shocked, and she was going to ask you guys for drinks.
6 damage.
But then kind of rushes towards the door and pulls it open. She's like, "What are you two doing?"
Nothing.
He's smoldering. Cassius, what are you doing?
Fighting for your honor?
I never asked you to do that.
This guy's a sleaze bag.
I met you yesterday. Who says you're not too?
I know I'm not like that guy.
Well, he's not bad either. I've known him for years. He's protected me when I was younger. Please stop.
I put the fire sword away and just walk away.
She kind of goes over to help Kai and shifts him inside. As he not feigns injury, but, you know, feigns injury for attention. And then goes and sits next to you guys. He's a hot pocket, alright, ain't he?
You punched him first. We did watch that.
Yeah.
He initiated it by shooting like 4 firebolts at me. Missed all of them, by the way.
That's what the flashes were.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is the importance of this amulet then?
Belongs to Ava, don't it?
Is it like a magic one that if it gets into the wrong hands is dangerous?
Nah, her father used to own it. He went to try and clean up what we just did and died with it. Last thing she has of him.
That's what you two were arguing about, this family heirloom?
Oh no, I think he wants her hand.
They think whoever gives it to her gets bonus points in the love plot.
Right. Okay. Well, that's kind of gone sideways, hasn't it? I feel like fighting in the streets has ruined both of their chances now.
Well, technically, she only saw him fight me, so...
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Ava?
She kind of she'd gone back to the bar and she was like, "Yes, do you need something?"
Do you have any bandages for our friend? Your companion here slashed him across the face. It was a pretty nasty attack.
Wait, who slashed who?
Oh, your friend Kai. He slashed Cassius.
Cassius has walked off, I believe.
No, I'm outside the bar.
Okay, do you want to come in then?
Well, I'm not coming in yet, but I'm visibly outside.
Standing in the window menacingly.
No, like
the door's shut, so you'd have to be in the window to be visible.
like you know, like across the street, across the something like that.
Somebody find a meme of like through a window of someone standing across the street, please. Ava kind of looks between them and she's like, yeah, of course, I'll run and get some bandages. She passes a like stern look at Kai before walking off. Kai turns to Cole. He's like, wow, okay, we're not friends anymore. That was mean.
We were friends?
Wow.
How soon do we want to continue on our way?
Yeah,
Very
it's
soon.
It's pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah, does like a couple minutes sound good?
When we get the bandages, I think we can.
Couple minutes after the bandages.
Yeah, we can be on our way. Pretty much immediately, in fact.
You see Kai kind of pull out the sword that he used to kill the guy. It's still covered in blood. Takes a cloth off the table and very slowly begins to wipe it off while looking at Cole.
Is there a spare cloth?
Is there a spare cloth?
Yeah.
Can I do the same with my glaive?
Yes, of course.
I'm going to wipe my swords, except rather than staring, I'm just going to like pop a tune in my head.
I didn't technically get any of my weapons dirty, so I'm just going to sit here awkwardly. Maybe I'll... Actually, I'm going to get a drink.
Okay. Ava kind of comes back with the medical kit and places it down and is like, oh, did you guys want anything to drink, by the way?
Yes. Could I have a local wine?
Yes, of course, on the house.
Ah, thank you.
She kind of rushes off to get you a tall glass of wine, but she kind of stops and glances over. She's like, red or white?
White today.
White wine. Wonderful. She pulls out one that seems like it's homemade in the village and pours it out before bringing it over to you.
Thank you.
And then settles down to kind of pad down some of Kai's injuries and looks at the rest of you. Anyone else here injured? I know a bit of healing magic.
I'll get by.
Okay.
I think I got singed a bit, but I'm just going to say I'm fine.
She kind of glances around a bit. Is like, and where's Cassius?
I think he must have run off
waiting outside.
Tend to his wound. It was a pretty nasty hit that Kai did. It was very vicious, to be fair.
She seems like visibly upset, and she's like, "Well, could you just take the whole medical kit then?"
Will do. I'm going to take it and get up and go and find Cassius.
So you now have a medical kit. I will check the exact containment. DnD. It's healer's kit, isn't it, or is it medical kit?
I think we can get a medicine kit.
Yeah, healer's kit
Yeah.
equipment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bandages, salves, and splints. The kit has 10 uses. As an action, you can expend one of the kit to stabilize a creature at 0 hit points without needing to make a medicine check.
Nice.
So I will copy that information over and send that to you now.
Thank you.
Actually, I'll just pop it in chat. You can put it
I'll
wherever
wait with
you like.
Revia until he leaves. Like until he's ready to go, and then when he goes, I'll just put a silver down on the bar.
Finish my glass and shake. I reach out to shake Kai's hand again.
Kai gives you a good smile and goes, "It's been lovely meeting you."
Yes, I wish you luck with your ventures.
Yeah, you
Good
guys
luck.
as well.
Good luck on your promotion.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have I found Cassius yet?
Okay, that's up to Cassius.
Yeah, I'm not that far.
Okay.
You can come back in.
I'm gonna walk up to him and say, "Do you mind if I just fix that for you?"
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Alright.
What's that? That's a D8. There you go.
Nice.
Right. Well, we all seem ready to move on if you are.
Yeah.
Just. Can I get like 5 minutes?
If you promise not to hurt
Not
anyone,
gonna-
yes.
I'm not going to kill Kai. Yet.
I didn't say kill. I said hurt. I said as long as you don't
Tomato,
hurt
tomato.
anyone. Okay. We're gonna walk out of town and wait for you on the edge, if that's all right.
That should be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Am I able to just go have a
Yeah.
word with her?
She's kind of. He's still sitting at the table. He's got another tall glass of strong alcohol, and she's back at the bar cleaning the glasses.
I'll ask if I can take her to a private room, and I can text what I want to say.
Okay. She kind of looks up and she's like, I can't really leave here, but we can go into the back for a moment. And she kind of like reaches out to take your hand and takes you into like the back where the kitchen is and all of the wine is stored. Alright, and then we will. Anyone want to do anything outside while that's happening? Because he's going to text this. So.
See if is there like a market or anything like that here with anything interesting?
It's quite a small village, so they don't really have a local market. It's more so if someone has something you need, like, the lady down the street makes bread, you go to the house and get it personally from her. It's more like everyone knows everyone here. So,
I might go to the blacksmith to see if I can pick up some polish.
Yeah. So the blacksmith is fairly easy to find since it's the only one pumping out a consistent amount of smoke, as it seems they're making farming tools, all kinds of basic armor, different, what are they called? Like stirrups for horses. They're also kind of a leather worker there, so they do have a bit of wax. Let me grab.
Are we gonna end up with enough time to qualify for a short rest?
If you wander around enough, yeah.
With the sitting down and the relaxed walking.
I'd say that was about.
Yeah,
that's about 30 minutes already.
Yeah.
You guys have vibed for about 30 minutes. Trying to find a cool guy. Cool guy. Cool blacksmith. You can be my blacksmith. Wonderful. This is my blacksmith. She's amazing. Cool. Kind of a fully thick leather suit on her to stop any burns from anything, as she pounds away at the current weapon that she's building, which seems to be a large hatchet used for chopping down trees, but pauses for a moment when she hears the door open. Can I help you guys?
Yes, I was just wondering if you had any polish for my my glaive here.
Polish, yeah, I can sell you some of that. You want anything special? Oh my god.
No, just whatever you recommend, I suppose.
She kind of holds out her hand. May I see your weapon?
You may.
Alright.
I'm gonna hand her the weapon.
She kind of glances over it and she's like, wow, this is quite gorgeous, isn't it? Where'd you get it made?
I can't remember. I go through a lot of weapons.
Well, it's very well crafted. I love the details. If
Thank you.
do ever find out who made it, give them a compliment on my behalf.
I sure will.
She kind of places it down on top of the counter and steps into the back before bringing out 3 different types of polish. And she's like, this one here I use mainly for soft metals. It gives it a little more strength, but also the nice shimmer. Hard metals is the second one. I'd like to say it gives it an almost sharper edge, but I think that's mainly just me feeling like it does. It gives a really nice sun-glazed kind of shine to it. The sun hits it beautifully. The third here is one of the more expensive. I have to have it shipped in. This, I believe, physically does make it quite a lot sharper. I'd recommend a whetstone with it as well if you want a full effect, but it makes our hatchets quite formidable.
And how much would the polish in the whetstone be?
I can give a whetstone to you for easy copper piece, but I'd say the polish itself I pay about a gold piece for each pot. I've got a few stocked up, so I'm more than happy to sell one to you at the same price. I don't need a profit from it.
Oh, really? That's very kind of you.
We
how quickly does one get through a pot?
I'd say I could polish about 50 axes with it.
With one pot?
With one pot, yes. And the weight stone is about, that's about 100, but I've used one for years and it still keeps going perfectly fine.
Okay. Could I please have a whetstone, a pot of the higher end polish, and then some of the lower end polish that makes it look good in the sun?
Of course. That'll be a silver piece if that's alright for the sun one.
Of course.
She kind of gets out kind of a nice handcrafted whetstone made from local stones around the area, which is basically just a very rough, hard stone that, you put in water to get it wet, and sharpens your blade effectively. She passes over the 2 pots of polish and the whetstone. She's like, is that all for you?
Yes, that'll be all for me, thank you.
Well, have a wonderful day.
Am I able to have the same?
The same? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yay.
She kind of walks off to grab you 2 pots of polish and a whetstone as well, and hands it over to you. Please enjoy.
What's it?
1 gold for the good polish, and then 2 pieces of silver, 1 piece of silver, 1 piece of copper. The copper piece for the whetstone, and the silver for the other polish.
Nice.
I find a herbalist sort of person in town.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just texting done. Okay, as you kind of wander around a little more and look for what seems to be a herbalist. Ignore me typing it into Pinterest. Don't worry. Oh god, I can't not use that. That's amazing. You eventually see I don't even know what to call this, but this is what I've chosen because it's just so funny. He's got a cart and everything. He seems to pick up a bunch of flowers and foliage from the forest, like big goofy glasses that really enhance his eyes and keep him looking forward, as he just kind of walks on by.
Good afternoon. Can I ask you to do me can I ask you to do something for me? Something subtly?
Sure. What would you like?
Well, you see, I found this vial of poison, and I'd like you to identify it for me.
Yes.
And then to forget we ever had this conversation.
Good. Bronze piece.
Okay.
And I will keep very quiet.
I'll give him 2 bronze pieces because I'm feeling generous.
You see his eyes kind of go wide a little bit. He's like, oh, wonderful. And he takes the poison and kind of holds it close, and you see
bronze. Do you mean copper?
Yeah, copper. They're like the same colour. I'm looking at guild stuff, and okay. He kind of
pieces bronze piece, and you give him. He means copper.
Yeah. He kind of pulls out what seems to be little twigs of different kinds of plants and slowly dips them one by one into the poison before he sees one shrivel up, and he's like, wonderful. Very, very strong. Nightshade. Very strong. He passes it back over. He's like, will kill any man. Wonderful.
I better keep it safe then. Don't want anyone getting hold of that, do I?
He nods very happily. He's like, very, very potent. Crafted by a wonderful man. You've done a good job.
Thank you.
He's gonna like slowly shift away with his cart and start walking off.
I'll just slowly shift away as
Oh god. Alright, would you like
well,
to
I'll
walk...
just sort of come up back to the others.
Yeah. Cassius, would you like to go out onto the street as well?
One last thing.
Okay. And then the others, you guys will be done. You see Rita kind of walking back to you guys.
Oh, I think I'm ready to go now.
Likewise, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you pick up anything interesting?
Oh, no, I didn't find anything. I had a look, but I couldn't find what I was looking for.
Fair enough. I got some very nice new polish for my glaive.
Ooh.
Yeah, but for my swords, because I don't have a glaive.
Hey,
They're a bit
probably do.
heavy
You just
for
have a
me.
short glaive, don't you?
I'm not entertaining this again. I know. You could. Let's be honest. You couldn't give a shit. You're trying to wind me up, but it's not working. I'm not going to let you wind me up. Just you're incorrect about.
Can I just put my
Okay.
hand on Cole's shoulder and be like, it sounds like it's working.
It's not. I'm not worked out.
Okay.
Just like that's not a glaive.
Right. Sure. Okay. Fair enough. Whatever.
Alright. If you guys fill the silence with a bit of roleplay, I'm going to text something to Sky and Cole about what items you've got and also about Arithia to give you the damage on that poison.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys just fill the silence.
Well,
Or make memes.
Yeah, we'll
which
make memes.
where are we going next then?
Wherever the
straight
next
to the
stop
bath,
on
isn't
the baths are.
Is there any more villages on the way? Do you guys know?
I don't know.
I don't know, but if we do find one, do we want to stop or?
Depends what time it is and depends how long it'll take to get there.
I mean, this has already taken a bit longer than I would have thought.
Yeah, well, there's not really a time limit on it.
yes,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
we've done good here.
It's not like I'm waiting to do anything else. So what do we do we have a plan for what we do when we get there? Are we expecting a fight, or are we literally just handing or collecting something?
Just collecting something.
Okay.
Just gotta go to a person and get a thing and then give it back.
Are we spending time at the baths, or?
If we want to. There's no
Imagine
reason
so.
why we can't. What would you say?
I said I imagine. So.
Ah, okay.
Those berries that we had before, the strawberries and the raspberries. Are they? How far spread are they? Is that something we can forage as we go along?
Sure, we can find them every so often, but I think we need more than just berries to live.
Oh, I know. I just thought they were quite nice, you know.
I think if it's foresty enough and it's decent weather and a good time of the year, then we should be able to find them.
Nice.
Do you know much about berries then, or were you really just going to risk eating whatever berries?
I was gonna risk it.
Oh,
Just like I like berries.
they are
Sure.
nice.
I don't know. I could have. Yeah, if it had just hurt me, I could have healed it. If I'd done anything worse, maybe I could have been in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But oh well.
Yeah, I'd have no way to feel better.
Well, if you died from it, I'd be able to sort of. Well, if you died, you'd sort of be dead. But if you'd almost died, I'd
That
be
is
able
death.
to fix it.
That is how it works. You said you could control. You had some control over death. Did you mean you can heal, or do you have
I
the
just-
power to
I just-
resurrect people?
Well, it just sort of meant that, me and death, we have a close relationship. I can't stop it if it's going to happen, but, I can slow it down.
close relationship.
What constitutes a relationship with death?
You know, just know a bit of this, bit of that. Not much.
Did you fuck the Grim Reaper?
Oh my
The
god.
who?
You know, like the personification of death. And
I've never heard of that one.
Oh, what? Okay.
Cassius, you now kind of walk out to the others as
Oh.
they're standing on the street.
I looked up sexy death, and this is the first thing that
No.
came up. This is what came up.
I don't want this on. Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Please.
We're gonna
That-
look at
that's
crazy,
sexy death,
crazy
apparently.
foliage, man. Crazy foliage, man.
So
is
what
far
you-
better.
What did you guys up to over here?
We were
Waiting
just
for you.
waiting for you.
Yep.
Did you get done whatever you needed to get done?
Oh yes, I did.
Good to hear. Everyone on good terms? We're not expecting anyone to come and attack us from this
I'm
village?
not expecting anyone.
It was more a question to Cassius.
Oh.
That's good. I'm ready to continue.
Okay. As long as we've made no new enemies here.
Not really.
Oh, I mean,
Not
you've not made
really.
any new enemies there.
It will have to be good enough. We'll go.
Not serious enemies.
Oh my god.
He's just probably emotionally hurt.
What? Who have
Is
you
it
emotionally?
necessary?
Let's just move on.
I have a.
Yes,
Yeah, let's just
we've
move
meddled
on.
with this village for far too long.
Yeah, we'll have to come
Ah.
back here on the way back. So as long as they don't try and kill us all, I'm okay. In fact, as long as they don't try and kill me, I'm okay.
Well, if I die, you don't get your money.
Okay, as long as they don't kill me or you, I'm okay. I think we've narrowed this down now. Sorry, Cole.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
sure.
try and prevent you dying.
Thank you.
So we get to moving.
Alright, so it's about midday at this point, after everything in the morning, all of the escapades when you got back. As you kind of step out into the forest and begin wandering down, following the map you had before. Can I have a perception check?
Yeah, I love seeing things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you sent me a private thing.
Yeah, that's just so you can know what the polish does.
I like
Ooh.
kind of seeing things a little bit.
I like
Sky
seeing
and
everything.
Arithia, you're able to kind of hear footsteps almost as if someone's following behind.
I'll just look behind, not trying to be stealthy at all.
Alright. You kind of turn and see the woman that you met before, hands in her pockets, kind of looking off to the side, trying to act like she's not totally following you guys.
Hello, person who is following us.
Hi.
Question: is your name Alpha? No.
What?
Hold on. I'm gonna bring up a little piece of paper. Is your name Bruno, Alpha, or Phil? No, that must be the guys. I was told who was working with your friend.
Yeah, that's the guys. Bruno's
Ah,
the
okay.
bird.
You're a new one then.
It's creepy that you know that, but yes.
I have informants.
Cool, okay.
What are you doing now?
I'm gonna head back home probably. Drop the money off and then go find more work. You guys look like you're heading the same way, so not a fan of the woods on my own. Might as well tag along.
Yeah, you know there could be bandits out there.
Yeah. She kind of looks at Revia and she's like, yeah, sorry, I never formally introduced myself. She steps up and Kind of holds out a hand. She's like, Alyssa.
I'll reach out and shake her hand. Arithia.
Lovely to meet you. Yeah.
I'm Sky.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Sky. Sorry it was a kind of the spur of the moment deal, but I saw an opportunity to get rid of him, so why not take it?
Quick thinking. Nice.
The right price. Turn on anyone.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know
Yes.
how it works, but yeah, sure. Like,
you have very shaky morals. I'm saying to Cassius.
oh, Cassius, okay.
Well, maybe not anyone, but you know, some random folk that you've only worked with for a few days.
So are you saying
don't
if I
take back
gave you
my
20
statement.
gold, you'd punch one of these people
Nuts.
right now?
Punch is not betraying them, so yes.
I fear for this man. Just gonna
It
shift
would have
over
to
to
be much
the
higher to
sky.
betray these.
You guys like, well, where are you guys going?
Carry on.
Oh, it's a while away. It's in Reston, isn't it?
Yeah. I forgot that Kirion was the place.
Name of the
I-
yeah.
Yeah, I thought Reston was. No, I thought Kirion was the town. Because it's been a month, so I would have said Reston.
Yeah. She kind of gives a nod. She's like, well, you need any backup? That's one of the capital cities. Probably good work there.
Well, we're not gonna stay.
Ah. You need any help getting there?
We don't need help, but you can come along if you want.
We've managed pretty well by ourselves so far.
I'm not gonna say no, go away, but I'm probably not gonna give you any money, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
That's
we're
fine.
getting paid to do a job. I don't want to split the pay any further.
No, I'll probably head that way anyway. I'll pick up some stuff on the way. You guys seem pretty capable, so as long as you're not against me looting bodies.
Oh, they won't need it.
Yeah, that's pretty true. She kind of gives you a smile and she nods along. She's like, do you guys need a place to stay for tonight? It's quite a long walk. Next town.
I mean, we can always camp out if we don't make it to the next town.
Well, my town's on the way. It's about 6 hours walk from here. It's the closest one. Or fly
Sounds
if you guys want to.
I prefer to walk if that's alright.
Yeah.
Flying is a little bit more energy intensive. It's more relaxing to walk.
Yeah, you got a good point. Well, you're good to stay with me and when we get back there, if you want.
There's room.
You cut out a little bit, Sky.
It's like I said, that's nice. Like, if there's room.
Yeah, it's better than camping out, I guess.
Hmm.
Cool. Let's get going then. She kind of steps on, not ahead, but seems a bit more confident in the way she's going.
Should we fly?
There's no
We
reason.
just said no.
It is the same speed for some reason.
Yeah. For some it's faster, like Aarakocra's it's faster.
Yeah, I just realized. It's just no point.
That's how we got ahead of you.
It's more energy intensive, but you can go up and down.
Yeah.
So if you...
Or if there's a
stop-
river, you can fly across
Yeah, and
as
so
opposed to...
Yeah.
swimming.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyone want to do anything in the casual 6 hours of walking? Any foraging?
Oh,
walking
yes. The character rules 6 hours.
Mm.
Mhm.
Don't
Do
know.
we come across any more berries?
Go ahead and roll me a survival or nature, depending on which one you'd like.
Roll a berry roll.
They are the same for me.
Did we get a short rest?
The others did. You did not.
What about in the 6 hours of walking?
Yeah, you can have a short rest there. So the others will have double
Okay.
up of short rest.
Berry roll of, I think, 12, 15, 16.
Okay. 12:50. Cassius, you rolling for berries?
I'm not really looking.
Okay.
I like involved, but I'm not looking.
Cole, we'll start with you then. So as you kind of like look off to the right, you're looking through and you eventually see what seems to be an almost yellowish coloured berries. As you shift closer, there is a small animal nibbling on them.
Well, I mean, I don't need them, so I'll leave the animal there.
An Alimaras. I read about those in a book. They're small beasts and they're unaligned.
What?
Do we need it for dinner tonight?
Oh my god.
What? No!
No, it's fine.
Do we have
No?
enough rations?
Yeah.
I don't
Yes!
actually have any rations.
Do you not?
Stay away
don't
from
think
the
so.
bunny!
I can kill it if you want.
Stay away from the bunny. I will cook you dinner.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a promise.
Yeah.
God. It turns into a cute animal to fighting over who's cooking dinner because you don't want them to kill it. Oh god. Alright. Arithia. Okay. Collect so many pictures. Oh god, I keep flipping back to look at that herbalist guy. He's so funny. Oh god.
Am I detecting a recurring character?
Honestly, like, he's such a meme and I love him. Riviera, as you continue walking through, you're eventually able to see what seems to be like an almost whitish flying bunny figure hopping around a almost blueberry looking bush before it flutters back over and lands on someone's arm who's nearby, who just seems to be sitting down by a river as you approach it. The bunny's bringing back the berries and he's eating them.
Oh. Hello.
He kind of like glances up but doesn't really look in your proper direction. And he's like, "Who's there?"
I'm Revia. Me and some of my companions are travelling through the forest. And
"Oh,
yourself?
That's wonderful. I live around here.
Oh.
Yeah. Somewhere that way." And he points like right at the river.
Do you live alone?
I
Well-
do, yeah. I got my little companion here and he pats the head of the bunny as it kind of nuzzles up to his hand.
So, I noticed that you seem to have done some foraging. Would we be able to buy some of your stock?
Yeah. I've got lots of things in here. And he kind of like pulls the bag over his back and begins feeling through each one almost in a different compartment. He's like, these are mainly home remedies or potions. I got some potions I made too.
Oh,
What do they do?
Well, that depends really. What kind of potion are you looking for? I've got kind of like shifts through, and each bottle that he pulls out is a different color and a different shape, as if he's feeling for the different shape to discern what's inside of it. He's like, water breathing. That one's healing. Spit fire. That was a fun one. Figured that one out quite late in my life.
Have you got any
Poison.
fun ones?
Fun ones. Let me check that for you. He kind of shifts deep into like you hear a bunch of clicking potions. And he's kind of like, I think I had a few mistakes. If you want one of the mistakes.
What do the mistakes do?
Well, one of them makes you spit up random items.
Yes, please.
He kind of pulls out the something we've all seen before. He's like, it's got long chains on it, so he knows not to give this one to anyone. He's like, there you go. It's a curious one. Well, my daughter comes around a lot. She likes telling me what everything does. She said, don't sell this one. I'd get in trouble.
How much?
I'm not allowed to sell it or I'll get in trouble. It's all yours.
Oh, thank you. I'll take
Oh.
good care of it.
What do you want for a healing potion?
Healing potion. I'll do you 5 gold. How does that
Yeah,
sound?
okay.
Alright. You kind of hand over your gold, you get a 2d8 healing potion from him.
Did you say you had had poison?
I do, yeah. Do you want some?
Well, pardon me if I say this, but you appear to be blind, sir.
Now, how'd you know that?
Well, yeah. Well, I'd just like to buy the poison off you because I don't want you drinking it by accident.
Oh, I'll be. It's in the special bottle, and he holds it up, and it's kind of like a triangular-shaped bottle with a point on the end. You know, hand-blown glass that he's obviously bought from somewhere. Don't worry, I wouldn't drink it.
Yeah, but it would set my mind at ease if you would allow me to take it.
Alright. He pulls out like 2 bottles of poison. He's like, "I'll do you a silver piece for each, or."
I'll give him. I'll give him 2 silver pieces.
Okay.
Do I know that he took the poison from the dude?
I wouldn't, unless you'd have been watching
yeah,
me
unless
while
you
I
would
was
have been
taking
watching.
stuff,
I probably wouldn't have.
Okay.
Yeah. because I wouldn't have mentioned it.
You can see as you give him the coins, he has 3 coins attached to his belt, almost sewn into his belt, with a gold, silver, and copper piece, and he kind of feels around each one to make sure it's the same size, and that's how he tells what you've given him. He's like, yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Just be careful, they're quite potent.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be careful.
He nods and
I'll
gives a
You
smile.
better be.
Healing potions off your hand.
Healing
If you
potion,
have
of
any.
course. He brings out another one. He's like, fortunately, I've only got 2. They take a while to brew up.
Very well. And I'll take that.
Alright, so yeah, 5 gold for his last healing potion for 2d8. Christine, I will give you the poison damage.
You also give it a name.
Oh yeah, there's a
What's
nice
the
little
other one?
scribbled label. It seems to be in Elven. Do you speak Elven?
Do I speak Elven? I do speak Elven.
Oh my god, you speak Elven!
You
I
can have
speak
secret
Elven.
elven conversations.
Why would he ever do that?
I don't know, but we can if we want to.
Alright, there you go. He kind of holds out, points to different herbs, and I'll read them all out. So he's collected a few. We have a herbalist bundle here. So he's got 5 different herbs. 6 different herbs. He's like, we got witchweed, eat it raw, water breathing, brew it, disguise self, or water breathing for longer, you know. Berries, these red ones here, eat them raw, resist cold. Potion brew 'em, resistance or fire breath. That's what I've made into one of these fire breath potions here. He's got like an ear which seems to have dropped from an ogre. If you really want to eat this, you do pretty good. I don't know how to like say advantage on your next attack roll in roleplay. Brew it, lot of strength, or growth. Lover's Thorn, that's a strong one. Get a bit preppy in how you speak. This one's quite, you know, you can use it to persuade people, make them fall in love as far as I'm aware. Ghost Bloom, false life, invisibility. And Mother's Rest, resist disease for an hour, raw, lesser restoration. Pretty rare things around here. But I've been foraging for years, even if I am blind. And he kind of like smiles at what he thinks is Riviera, but he's actually looking at Sky. You guys there?
Yes.
Okay. You taking it? I was like, oh no, my internet's gone. Oh no.
Well,
I'm happy with just
I
this
am.
potion, I think.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
good.
Suppose we will wish you a good rest of your day.
You as well. And if you want any of the berries around here, go ahead. Just don't eat anything that's luminous green.
Why's that? What do they do?
I don't know, I've never seen anything luminous green, but I doubt it'd be tasty good. You
Why?
know.
I mean, has he ever seen anything?
Okay.
Don't insult his blindness, Cassius. I heard that.
What did he say?
Has he seen anything?
Oh,
And you called out strong brood.
Oh.
That was
Really was.
observant. I didn't throw rocks at people.
Neither did
You shot
he.
fire at a guy.
And that's where the conversation ends. So who was last in the lineup? Sky, so you're the highest score. So after you kind of step over the river, now with your potions from the man who lived in the forest, you eventually find what seems to be a large opening, a large clearing of what seems like wild fruit trees. Although, the closer you look, it doesn't really look wild, it almost looks like a natural orchard someone's grown in the middle of the forest and takes fruit from, but isn't protected by any law. So it is wild, but you know, somebody's purposely placed them there. That makes sense.
It feels mean to just go yoink them. So I'm not gonna stop others, but I'm just gonna keep walking.
Do we see them as well?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one then.
Alright. There's kind of like lots of apple trees of different breeds.
yeah. They're not going to miss one apple.
Oh, like 5.
Alright, I'll take 5 then.
No, that's not what I meant.
I'm gonna take 5
I
apples.
meant one each. Oh, can I have one of them?
If you want.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm looking at
Mister, I'm not going to take one.
Misses.
Well, I haven't technically
Oh, yeah.
taken any.
There's like 6 different types of apples.
I'll take the closest one.
Yeah, I'll just grab sort of what's near.
Alright, you get kind of the top right, the red apple. Your
The
natural
fun one.
good apple. Very wonderful, very great. Alright. As you guys wander on further, Alyssa kind of steps off, you know, just looking around and enjoying where she is, clearly knowing the area quite well. So, well, aside from going to rest, and what's everyone else? What's your stories?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, where'd you come from? Where do you plan on going?
Oh,
you come
Dreams,
from?
nightmares, stuff like that.
that's very deep.
Gotta fill the
I'm
6 hours
just-
of silence somehow.
I'm just happy, like, just doing my thing, living around, you know? Just being a bit more free.
Fair.
Just following the guidance of Telos.
Spirit man, nice.
Just making business moves.
And physical
Nice.
moves.
Ooh. She kinda... Do you say that in character or no?
Yeah.
Okay, she kinda gives you a glance and then a little chuckle.
And I don't mean that in a particular way, you know?
You mean sex?
But, okay.
I don't have we confirmed that yet? Cassius, can we confirm?
We technically didn't ask. Did you get some?
No, I just had a pleasant chat with you. What do you guys? You guys have such dirty minds, and I'm gonna shake my
Okay,
head and
then
walk ahead.
Okay, then my physical is a different kind and emotional moves.
Got some.
Alyssa gets another short chuckle before he's just kind of stepping on forwards. So a businessman, a god worshipper,
It just
a business.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just why worship a god that's never done anything for you?
That I can attest to.
How do you know it hasn't?
Yeah.
I mean, I
You
don't.
don't know my story.
Fair. That's why I don't worship one though. They were all so great, whereas people suffer.
It's just
Depends how powerful they are.
yeah. Some of them don't have that job, you know.
can't have freedom without the capability to suffer.
Like if your job is to light the planet with light, and you kind of don't have time to help people out, you gotta give them light. You know.
That's a different argument, but yeah, I see where you're coming from.
And what I know is that bad things will come to those who do bad things here.
Fair. Just, hope karma doesn't catch up with me then.
It hasn't yet.
Are you karma?
Whoa.
Sounds...
No.
That did sound very ominous.
It did a bit, you gotta admit.
I think I misspoke.
Well,
Okay.
you had some good fighting abilities, so I'll give you that.
What about
Let's keep going.
How about you? What's your? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from the town we're going to. It's Rendus. Probably hasn't been heard by many, but they like to worship around there too. I used to do it, but mother fellow died, sister fellow alive still, but I just don't see why it happens.
Wait, is it your sister that's alive or your mum?
No, my mum died. Sister has the same disease though.
Sister was alive.
You said that the other way around before.
No, you didn't. That was
No.
the same way around.
No, the other.
It was the same way around.
My mother died.
No,
a few years
earlier
first.
Earlier she said the sister died.
No,
I
I'm
don't
getting
think so.
medicine for my sister. So that
No,
she
I-
doesn't die.
Fact. It was
It
my
wasn't.
sister died. It was.
I don't think it was. I remember not being sure. But that's because I didn't listen properly. Like, well, I did, but like I didn't hear. I didn't
Yeah,
register properly.
Is she near where we're staying, or?
Yeah, she'll be near.
Mhm.
She's in the
Do you mind if I have a
hospital,
look
so-
at her tomorrow?
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
I'll give her a look as well.
Thanks. Gonna try and figure out what's doing it, but hopefully I can just cure it. What do you call them? God worshippers like you, and she kind of looks at Arithia. Same kind of outfit, but different colours. They say they can heal people, but you gotta pay a lot for it, so...
Cringe.
What kind of backwards country would make you pay for healthcare?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Sounds stupid.
I'll see what I can do. See if I can encourage them.
Thank you.
Nice.
Alright. Did you guys step on ahead a little more? Oh, this is gonna be so funny because it's gonna upset someone in the party so bad and I can't wait.
Oh,
Oh god. Oh my god. This is gonna be so funny. Alright. Alright, so as you guys continue forward, you're eventually able to come to a town. This town is... Yeah, it is a town. So this is the one... It's getting kind of later in the evening. And... You know, she's kind of stepping on ahead, very happy with where she's going. And makes it down the central point of this village. So there's 2 pictures there. Can you send? There we go. Okay, so the bottom picture is kind of how large the town itself is, and as you kind of enter, it's more like the top picture with a large shrine at the top with the god of light, seeing like the almighty one they worship.
Why did they get it that tall?
She kind of glances over and she's like, well, that's where all the money goes. Just building stuff for them.
Could also say it's closer to the sun.
They
Goes
look
out through the
misguided.
builders people.
it's a bit excessive, isn't it?
A little
It is.
bit.
I think they are lost.
Lost.
You know, looking the wrong way.
Because they liked the god of light?
Are you disagreeing with the god or how much they
You-
put into it?
I would like to mention that I follow the god of light and the god of life.
Yeah, you know, they're sort of lesser, if you know what I mean. They do not wield supreme power. And
Okay.
yeah, to worship them above Telos isn't right.
Is it necessarily above?
Have you seen how tall the building is?
Good point. Literally and metaphorically
Alyssa kind
above.
of looks over at Riviera and she's like, try not to mention Telos around here.
Why?
They're not a fan.
Oh, the feelings are mutual.
You could
In that
get thrown
case,
in
we
jail.
should... That seems excessive.
Who's in charge of this place?
Do not try
I-
and convince them to change their mind. I'm not
Who's in
I do
charge
have
of
to
this
say-
you
place?
out.
Alyssa
That is a
kind
little
of
extreme.
looks over and she's like, Sione, the high priestess?
Okay.
Not gonna lie. I feel like, you know, we were on our way to the place we needed to be, and you were like, oh, come to my town. It will be so much easier for you guys. It's better than camping. You did fail to mention the religious persecution, bit
Well,
of one
as
of
long as
our party members.
it's a nice place to stay as long as you don't break the rules. I just thought it'd be nicer, since it's getting dark, to stay here rather than the woods. I
What if we-
apologize if it's upset you.
Go sleep and then leave in the
Yeah,
morning.
let's not
and
spend a lot of time here.
not interact.
That sounds safest.
She kind of
I
nods and
am.
apologizes again, slightly.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Are we staying with you still, or?
If you want to, you don't have to.
I'm just saying, instead of going to like a bar or tavern, we should probably go straight there.
Yeah.
Yes.
If there is enough room.
Hopefully we'll just avoid any of Sion or Cathedral's men. Sione.
Or does it matter if they're like hi to us?
I don't really care, but they might have something to say to me, but you guys can just ignore it.
Okay.
Okay.
She kind of steps off down the just noticed Dylan sent me something. I will look at that in a second, bud. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she kind of steps off down the street and eventually begins to approach a small house. I'm not going to find a picture for this, I'm just going to explain it. It's kind of on the edge of the village, down past the main central market, but with the towering shrine, everyone from everywhere is able to see that shrine at all times, and it seems like an intentional design feature. So even right on the edge near the forest, where seems to be a small house with a couple of rooms, and kind of a very simple, basic fantasy design, with stone walls as the main foundation, and then a wooden structure and outer walls. Nice slate roof, and she kind of steps inside. There's no one there. She's got the only key, and gestures to the couch and the 3 rooms. It's my sister's old room. There's nothing in there anymore. My room, obviously. My mother's room, there's nothing in there either, and the couch. She kind of glances over at Sky and she's like, my room has an extra bed if you want to stay with me to give the others. This is up to you. Alright.
Yeah.
So, where exactly is your sister?
She's dead.
Oh, where's your mother?
Hospital.
Right.
Okay, that's spot dead now.
Yeah.
Definitely, at least once.
See, it's
Who's
we've done a
there?
full 360 now.
What do you mean we've done a full 360?
You first said
Gone back
that your
and
That's
you-
not
you-
what
been
it's
out
for.
once.
you first said your sister died, and then you said no, it was my mother that died, and now you're saying the sister died.
Wait, oh god, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Mother's dead.
Yeah.
Mother's dead, sister's in hospital. I'm gonna write it down in big letters on my post-it note.
Because it's like, you said the first one again, then I got yelled at for saying that was right.
I'm sorry. Mother's dead, sister's in hospital. Carry on. This is the monsoon incident all over again.
Got to have at least one per
Yeah.
episode.
They just look so similar. She just keeps forgetting which one of her family members died.
It's too much trauma, you know.
I'm gonna look out the window and just look at the shrine. How good of a statue is it? Is it
It's
like does it got a
crafted out
derpy
of
face or?
gold. It is very, very prestigious and like
Fine detail.
yeah. Even from a
Disgust-
distance, you can tell it was crafted by. It took a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of other people's money.
Does it look pretty?
It does look nice, yeah.
Like, it looks nice.
That's a mighty fine statue.
So is this made by the current leader?
Her husband, actually, he had it made.
Oh, who's he?
Cathedral?
Oh,
Cathedral. I think their collective last name is Jerem.
he's awful looking, isn't he?
I wouldn't
It looks
say
kinda
that
pretty.
aloud to anyone, but I agree somewhat. It's a lot of other people's money just sitting up there for no real good back. I understand faith is important, but not at the cost of people's lives, healthcare, and everything like that.
I don't know. With mine, from what I know about the gods, it sounds like what they'd want.
Yeah.
And you don't know the gods.
And when you went to the builders, and then did you just stay there? You didn't go back into anywhere?
What do you mean exactly?
I don't know.
Are you asking about the efficiency of
I
people down
don't know.
I might be. I'm just trying.
Sky, do you need a nap?
No, I remembered a thing from school, and then I realized that I forgot more than half of the details.
Do you mean when the builders were paid, the money goes back to the community? Is that what you were attempting to say?
Yes.
That's my main problem. It's hard to find work around here without some sort of education. Builders aren't paid all too much. It's more of a holy service, as they call it.
It's they're being told they got to do it because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, when...
Yeah, but it's
Mainly just extremists, I'd say.
They just appear to... Whenever the king comes around, they nestle away people like me for the day. Make everything seem like it's going great.
What does you mean, if it's okay for me to ask?
Well, jobless.
Oh, okay.
Not really
That makes sense.
a believer. They'll push you aside and only show the best of the best. The king will think the town is wonderful and fund more things like it. But move on.
Right.
I'm just holding out until the next ruler comes in.
Good. Are you at fighting people or protecting people?
Fairly good. I'm more on the magic side though.
I could find you a place to get some money. I don't think it would start off super well,
That's fine.
but it would be mostly legal.
Any money's good.
I'm gonna glance at Revier and be like, it's legal.
I do not care for your earthly laws.
Oh, okay then.
Wait, what?
In that case, it's very illegal.
No, it has official
She kind of reaches out and
Connections.
puts her hand on your head and she's like, it's okay. Any money's money.
It has official air, you know? That's...
I'll be happy to take you up on your offer, Sky.
You're right, either the location of it, or you just follow along with us until I get back to where it is.
Yeah, that works.
Right, which one?
Following along.
Okay.
You also would know that there's a guild building in every capital city, so since you're going to Reston, there'd be a guild building there where she can sign up. So you have multiple, but the home base is in Raytheon.
Okay.
Where the guild leader and main missions are kind of given into the main 4 in different capital cities.
I'm going to step for a moment.
Alright.
I don't know what the joining criteria are, but I got in, so probably shouldn't be too hard for you.
How does your guild work?
That is for guild people to know, and not guild people to not.
Oh.
I think. I'm
That's
gonna
not-
go
Give
with
them
that.
guild badges. I can't remember. Yeah, that's fine, Cassius. That'll cost you a copper piece. Yeah, she kind of looks at Sky and goes, "Wow, you know, if cuteness is one of the requirements, I can see why you got in." Flustered. I can't tell if she's flustered or just can't think of a response.
Would be a bit flustered. I don't think my mic picks up some of the high pitched things I do because I'm not good at doing them. Sometimes I might make a little noise and it's like, that's not a bit of voice.
Yeah.
I will cut that out.
Mine doesn't pick up my hyperventilation. I'm very sad.
I'm not going to test if mine does.
I'm going to swap over to more civilian clothes out of the robes I'm wearing.
Alright.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
I won't be doing the same. but
Oh,
it
okay,
sounds
I
like
was
a
going to say.
I don't.
Because all we've ever seen Cole is in a hood, so.
good- And I'm not
hood
taking
and
that off
mask,
anytime
yeah.
soon.
Alyssa gives you, like, still has a hand on your head and just kind of ruffles up your hair a little bit and then heads to her room. Does anyone need food, by
Into
the way?
the city for a bit.
Oh yes, I think was it Cassius said he would cook?
Oh wait, I'll wait for this actually. I'd like this food.
Yeah.
Cassius has stepped out.
We'll wait for him to come back
Okay.
Oh no, I can't wait. So, yeah.
and tell him we kill a unicorn
Adorable.
rabbit for every
Oh, wow.
every minute he makes us late.
Yeah, if I find him, I'll tell him that.
Oh. Alright, so the other two are staying at home.
Yeah, I'll stay at home.
Alright. So, Alyssa kind of takes you out to the side where she's grown her own little vegetable garden and kind of gestures if you guys want to help pick some potatoes and vegetables for dinner that Cassius can cook with. She's not going to do it for him, seeing that you're quite excited to let him cook. And then kind of turns to Cole as well. You know those unicorn rabbits, as you called them? They're actually quite tasty. I don't know.
I could have got one for us.
They're quite expensive too. The horns are used in medicinal things.
That was the last time I listened to Cassius then. It looked tasty, I should have gone with my gut.
Maybe next time we see one.
Next time we see one, it's on site.
Well, I believe you can sell the horn for about a platinum piece. To the right
Platinum
person.
piece. See? This is exactly what I'm on about.
It's just a little animal, you know?
We're all just little animals when you really think
Well,
about
we're
it.
quite big animals.
There's bigger animals, to be fair.
There are, but they're like really big animals.
To us.
Imagine how big they are to like a little animal.
True.
Like, oh my god, he's huge.
Yes, a red dragon to an ant would be quite a thing, wouldn't it? Or would they assume that
Even-
that's their little world?
Even be able to understand what a red dragon is? Would it like tell
Who knows?
that that is an alive thing?
That's a good point.
Could probably
You know what?
wander
You know what
around
else is a good
the
question?
planet.
Do birds know what houses are? Do they think we built houses, or do they think that they were just there and we live in them?
It's a good question.
Like with trees, you know, they make a nest in the tree. Do they think we make a nest in these naturally occurring houses, or do they look at it and they're like, ah, that's a human-built nest?
I don't think they'd be able to tell that it's human built, because I don't think they could. It's too different to like a nest that they build.
What about crows though? Crows are really smart. They might be able to look at its sort of perfect proportions and be like, that looks like it's constructed.
She
Maybe.
chuckles like that. It's like, speaking of someone who knew a crow, they're not all too intelligent.
He seemed to like shiny things.
He does. It's his only defining personality feature.
That was a crow person though.
Yes, but if you think a crow animal would have less intelligence, but still the
I don't
same
know.
love of shiny things.
This seems like it's starting to get racist.
Maybe.
Alright, so you guys happily collect all the vegetables. Arithia, whereabouts are you heading?
I sent you a message.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of shift that way, you see Cassius outside the post office. He's grabbed paper, he's written a note, and he leaves it into the posting box outside as you shift towards where you're going to.
Okay, I will ignore him
Alright.
and hope he ignores me.
Cassius, you're able to see Arithia if you really want to. He's heading towards the shrine.
Oh no.
I'm gonna watch.
You're gonna watch.
See what he's doing.
Okay, he just seems to stand off. Are you going close to it or just off to the side?
Just gonna look at it.
Alright, yeah, he just looks at it and the people walking around it and just seems to stare at it for long periods of time.
Alright, after like 5 minutes, I'll head back.
Alright.
Just to make sure.
Alright.
Keep an eye out until I'm pretty certain he's gone.
Yep.
And then I'll keep looking around after that as well anyway.
Wonderful. Alright. Yeah, you can just... I'll use this as a reference. Alright. So Cassius, you head home to where the others are collecting vegetables and are very excited to see you back.
Cassius, it's time to make dinner.
Oh yes, of course. I'm gonna go find the kitchen.
Alright. She kind of leads you to the kitchen where they've picked a bunch of potatoes and other vegetables, preparing for dinner. And, you know, shows you where the pots and pans are and everything.
I'm gonna make dinner.
Okay. What are you making?
Let's see. What are the ingredients? Do you have like an ingredients list?
Oh god.
Let's see what we can make. Gotta be in depth, you know?
Yeah.
Can't say I make meat stew, but there's no meat.
Okay. Thinking and typing at the same time. There are sweet potatoes, normal potatoes, you've got chives, spinach, you've got baby corn, you've got peas, which she's grown herself, you've got small peas in a pod, which she hasn't popped out already. We have some sort of homemade noodles looking things. You have butter, which she has gotten herself, milk, salt, pepper, what seems like natural herbs and spices of an all-spice mix. This is all coming off the top of my head. Rosemary and thyme. You've got a little bit of spring onion, normal onion, red and white. And then she kind of shifts down to the cellar and brings up what seems to be a kind of aged meat, which she has salted already and put down there in order to keep cool. Anything else?
You can make some killer bangers and mash with that.
Mashed potatoes with buttered corn and spiced
Side of
noodles.
meat. Usually meat is like the...
Like, smaller pieces so that everyone can have some.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of us.
That was literally just a game of how many vegetables can I know. I wanted to just list off the only vegetables I eat, but I didn't.
We're having a vegetarian meal tonight.
I only eat 4 vegetables. Goes well, you know.
Do I eat more vegetables than you?
I eat green beans.
Well, I don't know.
broccoli, corn,
I don't know about
peas.
fruit. I don't know about fruits though.
Mm.
Hungry now.
Dinner is ready after like an hour.
Okay, I'll help set the table.
Yeah. I'll just
Oh yeah.
do whatever needs doing.
Does anyone know what Raver is doing? He looks quite sketchy.
Hopefully nothing bad.
He was staring
Yeah.
up at the statue.
Oh, that's something bad then.
Oh, no.
He's not gonna
Ooh.
deface it, is he?
There's not. If he does, I wouldn't consider it something to do with us.
I mean, I kind of don't want him defacing the face of one of the gods. Catch my drift?
Yeah, I mean, and I do hear you. It's just that
Like, I don't
We-
agree with how they built it, but like, I do think it's kind of cool.
oh,
know?
for sure. It's just that me and Sky don't really have a stake in this. It's
Yeah.
and it's been a long day. So if you want to go ahead,
I mean, No, I've already been in one fight with someone like a day ago, so it was just a few hours ago, wasn't it? Yeah, it's been a long day. If he wants to get himself arrested, that's just more money for us.
okay. So
Technically not. You're getting paid per person, not a large amount.
maybe
Yeah.
we'll be able to convince them. I mean, we'll set some food aside for him if he comes home. He comes home.
Oh god. Yeah, he is doing something, that's for sure. He's turned into another Wenver. I love it. It's taken 2 sessions.
It's different.
Yeah, it's completely different, but like the secret chats.
They just wouldn't understand.
I love how my secrets are writing letters and his secrets are terrorism.
We're not doing terrorism.
Yeah, he's not being terrorist. Don't.
He's fighting another demon or something
Yeah.
that he did last time. Alright, everyone. Let's all be thankful for our meal and enjoy.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna start eating. So
It's pretty good. Cassie has cooked a couple times at his business. He has experience.
the hospital when we go tomorrow, are they letting people see your sister at the moment, or?
Yes, I'm allowed to come in and out, mainly because they expect someone to bring money to pay for everything.
Right. Will they let me in?
I'm sure they will. I can try and talk them into it.
Okay. I mean, I have no idea. I think it might work. But I might be able to help her.
Thank you. I'm happy to pay you the money I've saved up if it
No,
does
no. I don't need any money for healing people.
Alright. Well,
I'd be no better than the people running the hospital.
I really appreciate it. You can see she kind of tears up talking about it and goes over to give you a hug.
I will accept the hug.
She's had a long day. She's quite emotional about it and excuses herself after she's eaten a bit to head to her room and calm down.
So where's everyone sleeping tonight then?
Well, me and you are here. Reader's not, so he gets the couch.
Okay. Sky, are you still Are you still staying with Alyssa? Or
Yeah. I will.
Stop laughing! You're making me laugh.
no, I'm not an expert, but it seemed as if Alyssa was flirting with you.
Hmm. I'm not an expert either.
Oh, well, sure now. I'm gonna slide over. What happened?
What do you mean?
Do you remember how you were there when Alyssa said this guy was cute?
Oh. Maybe you guys don't, sleep in separate beds tonight.
I mean, I'd assume that was she probably not got two separate beds in her room.
Yeah.
She did mention she had a spare mattress.
Oh right.
Oh.
She more so asked Sky if she wanted a room because they're both female and it would let you three have the couch in the two other rooms.
Yeah.
And a small hint of flirting. But, the main was out of, consideration for her own privacy.
She didn't call me cute.
You should go for it. Compliment her back.
She's not really my type.
Not you. Come on. Sky,
No.
you can do it.
Just because I can doesn't mean I necessarily am going to.
Might not be Sky's type either. And let's remember we are guests here as well.
Hmm.
She started it.
Because they start it doesn't necessarily mean.
What else do you think I was going to say?
I don't know. I thought you might want to get something else. I just wanted to check. I didn't know if you want more preparation for what you're about to do.
Oh, God.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
I do. So Cassius, did you have a preference on whichever room?
I just realised where this is going.
I'm gonna go look in the rooms and see which one has a bigger bed.
It seems like the mother's room has a larger bed.
I'll take this one.
Okay. After I'm done eating, I'll probably just go to my room and polish my glaive, and then when it gets late enough, go to sleep.
I'm gonna pour some of my wine from my bottle and just look out the window at the statue.
Alright. It seems to almost glow as it gets darker and darker, the sun always setting behind it. Just looks wonderful in the light. And which is funny because it's the god of light. But they've intentionally made it kind of light up even in sunset and even in darkness to provide light to the people.
And then it disappears.
And then its head falls off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just silently watch. Sky going to be Alyssa?
Did I say?
Are you going to be with Alyssa?
Yeah, probably.
She's kind of sitting down in his room, just wiping her eyes. She's already got out a spare bed and put it on the floor beside hers. But sits down on the one that's on the floor that's just a mattress and gestures for you to sleep in hers because it would be more comfortable.
That is more comfortable. That is why you should be sleeping in it.
Oh no, I ancestrally.
It's your place.
Yeah, but you're a guest.
If you're sure,
Yeah.
I am more than happy to sleep on the floor.
No, please take the bed.
Okay.
She gives a soft smile and kind of like lays down on the mattress that's on the floor. Awkward silence. Do you want to put in that you would flirt or just ignore it? Because we don't have to act it out, because I know it can
I don't know.
You don't know. That could
don't
be
know
Sky's thought
flirt or
throughout the
not.
night, that she'd just sit
It's
and
like, should she? Like, maybe keeps glancing over, like, should I?
Gets out a flower. Yes, no. She pulls the flowers. Oh.
I love her. I love her not. I love her. I love her not.
Oh. Well, love's a bit too strong for the first meeting.
I like her. I like her not.
Oh god, I'm just waiting for this to happen. This is going to cause absolute chaos. That's where we'll leave it for tonight then.
Oh god.
So I'll continue with you, Christian. I'm just going to go get dinner and I'll text you throughout.
Yeah.
We
Well,
are
I'm nearly finished with my day, actually. Should only take like 10 more minutes at most.
Okay, nice. Honestly, yeah, the repercussions will be quite swift, so we'll stay on and we'll leave it on a cliffhanger. So everyone else
We're all
is vibing.
We're all in agreement that if he becomes a terrorist, we give him up, right?
I don't think there was ever a discussion necessary in that.
Oh god. Oh,
I suppose it depends. If he really wanted to do it, then can you blame him?
Yes.
Oh god.
You don't blow up a religious statue.
Well, you don't. I might.
It wasn't made legally. Yeah, it's a bit
No.
dickish, but it wasn't made illegal.
That's not how it works. Oh, I probably wouldn't be in this conversation.
I'm
would I?
very excited to see how this turns out.
Yeah, I'm just waiting patiently for the message to get here. It's wonderful.
Is it one long message?
Oh yeah.
Right.
We're just actually being bamboozled, and he's not actually going for the statue at all.
He's just gone to the tavern or something.
You know what to roll for that. Can you please roll for that, Arithia?
Oh.
He's just gonna come back.
With
I kidnapped the
advantage,
high
please.
priestess.
With advantage. If you don't know what I'm asking for, just text me.
Just
With
double
advantage
check.
is worrying because it means he's done something clever.
Yeah. Or the other of the same kind,
That one's better for me.
Yeah. It's the same either way. I don't know if we have a
Oh,
Dice Maiden.
have it there.
Yeah, I
That's
need to add them to all of those chats. I never got around to doing it.
There's a dice. There's a dice roll. Ignore this. It means nothing. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, day. Okay.
alright.
That's good news.
Do you leave after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to stay. I'll head back to the others.
Okay.
You
See,
don't like
Cassius, as you're watching the shrine and anyone else who's up, you're able to hear the front door open up. The party is no trust. You hear the door open up as Arithia steps inside the house, right as there is a loud ringing bell in the distance, almost like not an air raid siren, but of that kind of loudness and authority of just ringing bells that begin ringing all around you, all across the city.
Very
Alyssa,
loud, isn't it?
Alyssa kind of sits up in bed suddenly, almost half asleep when she was.
Oh, I'm also wearing a red cloak, by the way. That's
He is wearing a red cloak, yeah. Alyssa kind
Yeah.
of sits up and looks at the sky and she goes, "That's not good."
Do you know what that is, Rayfair?
I honestly don't. I have no idea what that bell really signifies. I didn't ask anyone.
Where did you go?
Oh,
Why?
I went to a feast.
Why are you in a red cloak
Ah, okay.
now?
Oh, it's the fashion round here, isn't it? You know, praise the sun and all that.
Were you followed, Revia?
Shouldn't have been.
Right, good night. And I'm gonna go back to my room and.
Did you do something to the
keep the lights
statue?
open, I guess.
I can promise you, the statue will be the same in the morning as it was tonight.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk off.
Tonight
Yeah.
mean
Don't
as when
care
you
about
left
anything
it?
else.
Or tonight? Does tonight mean like you just did
Oh,
something?
Okay, yesterday as well. It's the same as yesterday.
Okay.
I don't think he could steal it. It is like huge, isn't it?
Like, Alyssa, do you know what that bell means?
Oh no.
She kind of looks over, like, genuine fear in her eyes. She's like, that means the priest or the priestess have been attacked.
Ah,
Does that mean we have to do anything?
No, but the whole city's gonna know about it until it's solved.
Huh.
Oh, we probably don't want to stay longer than necessary then.
Yeah. The bells kind of die down after about 5 minutes of constant ringing. As she slowly walks back to bed, but doesn't seem to be able to get much sleep.
If this comes back to bite us in the ass, fuck you. If not, sorry.
Why are you accusing me?
Because, you know, I can't even be bothered. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
You know what? Same. Look, do you have a fireplace?
She kind of glances over and she's like, yeah, if you need it, it's over there.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna put this cloak in there.
Okay.
Did you do anything in that cloak by any chance?
No, I just think it's ugly.
Why don't you just sell it then?
I think it's very ugly.
Okay.
So,
I'll try and phrase that as like, I clearly can tell you're lying, but I don't care enough to question it.
as Alicia walks back to bed and the ashes of the cloak
I'm gonna
rise up
bed.
through the chimney, the sleepless night for some, but sleep well for others, as a light in Rivier's book glows just a little bit less. Alright, that's where we'll leave off for tonight.
Or